Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me today. I'm doing this video in my room. I'll be back in the kitchen next week, I imagine. My roommate has some guests here right now and they're in and out of the house, so I just thought I would do this in an out of the way place. And I thought since I wasn't in the kitchen, this would be kind of a good time to talk about and kind of explain my plant-based diet and why I share content the way that I share content. As I've said, ever since I started this channel, I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm not trying to change minds. I'm not trying to recruit. I'm simply showing what I do. Why, and I like to try to, kind of tell you why I'm doing it. Kind of just for a little background, just a very, very general background. I was a drunk for 30 years. I abused my body a lot. I eat bad food like everybody else. And I found myself at a point luckily, about 12 years ago, I found myself at a point in life where I started thinking ahead. I said, this kind of lifestyle does not end well. And I knew all the time that I was going to eventually have to drop some of those habits, but I really started thinking about it. And now, fast forward, I'm 60 now. And the reason I do everything I do, and also too, I think this might explain the reason I'm not able to answer questions for people as well as you might hope, simply because I know my experience and I've kept it very simple and I have my reasons for it. If you don't have the same reasons and if you don't have my same mentality, not meaning that you're wrong or one's wrong, one's right. It's just that I'm very serious about it. First of all, I should also say too that I am not. I'm actually here. I want to focus on people that eat intentionally. I'm somebody that eats intentionally, and the reason I eat intentionally is because I find myself in this position. I'm 60 years old. I don't have health insurance. I don't have really family except for extended family, cousins that I haven't seen in years. Not the type of like family that takes care of you or that you lean on when things get bad. Never married, don't have kids. So if I get sick, especially if I get major sick, I am screwed. I'm screwed by the fact of I don't have the insurance or the money to take care of it. And I'm also screwed by the fact that even if I did have the insurance and the money to take care of it, and I say had to get, like you see these people that have to have bypass surgery or different things that are, real serious. Like if I had to have an operation, I don't have anybody to take care of me or help me out when I'm recovering. It's all on me. So, it's taken a very practical aspect for me. And that's why a lot of times when I'm in the kitchen and somebody says, oh, can you substitute this for that? I don't know. I'm not a real kitchen person. My food is focused for a specific reason. Now, that's not to say that my food doesn't taste good, or at least it tastes good to me, and that's all that really matters. And that's why I do the kitchen videos, is to just try to encourage you to not necessarily here make all my food, but to encourage you to get into the kitchen, play around, learn how to make your own food, and come up with some of your own recipes that you really like, that are specific for your taste buds. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Another aspect that I don't have answers for people is when they're trying to a method of getting there, or like some sort of a program or some sort of tricks and tips. It's just I just started eating like this. Now I'm not trying to say I ate perfect from the beginning. It's been an evolution. I learn new things. I get new information. I will say in the last 2 or 3 years I've gotten a little bit more serious about absorbing information, absorbing real whole food plant-based information, like listening and looking into the science, behind some of the studies and some of the very specifics of it. So that's all it's about for me. When I'm getting ready for a meal or when I'm thinking about preparing food, I'm not, as I've said, and you probably, I repeat myself a lot, some of the phrases I use, I'm not choosing my meals or planning my meals out by, ooh, I have a taste for this, or ooh, this specific dish would be good today. And a lot of times I'm not talking about even making a choice of good versus bad, but it's just making a choice of what I need today, what I need at this particular time. And all of that is based on what I ate earlier in the day, what I ate yesterday, what I plan on eating later today. And once again, like I say, right or wrong, that's not the purpose of what I'm talking about here, whether I'm doing it the right way or this is the right way of eating, but it's just like my intention on this. That's why there's people that eat diametrically opposite of me, but I have a respect for them because even though I don't eat the things they eat intentionally. They're eating for their health. They're doing what they think needs to be done for their health. In other words, they're not picking their food either, even though we might disagree. They're not picking their food willy-nilly. They're not eating, one of the things a lot of communities have in common is a lack of processed food. That's something that I think most communities, no matter if you eat like this or if you eat like this or if you eat the other way, can get behind. Like most people that are actually health seeking or really serious about their health don't have a lot of processed food in their diet. And processed, that's kind of a loaded word, to some extent, everything we're making is processed. But I think you know what I mean. Don't be literal when I say processed. I'm talking about the things you get in packaging with 30 ingredients on it and you can't pronounce any of them. So yeah, once again, no need for me to just kind of keep repeating myself. That is my motivation. My motivation is for staying healthy as long as I can. If anything, the part I dropped the ball on, and I do work out and I do exercise, but I should probably be a little bit more intentional about that. I got down on the floor and did some stretching last week. Had a hip that was bothering me a little bit after working legs, and I realized I need to be doing this regularly. I need to be stretching my body out. There's a little other stuff I need to be doing. I need to be doing more cardio. I do cardio, but I need to. My only goal at this point is to ride it out. 60, however many years I've got left, I want them to be good years. If I'm around, God willing, when I'm 80, I want to be able to do things. I don't need to be able to go out and run a marathon, but I want to be able to get up and out of a chair easily. I want to be able to, do the things that I want to do. I want to basically be able to do what I'm doing now, and that's really wouldn't be that radical for somebody that was 20 years older than me. So that's all it is about for me. So I keep it real simple. So a lot of my knowledge, it just is what it is, or a lot of my method, it just is what it is. You've got to find your motivation, and if you're really serious enough, you'll get rid of the junk. Everybody, I'm addicted to food, I'm emotionally eating, I can't drop this, I can't stop from eating that, I wish I could do this. I get that a lot, especially on Instagram. I wish I could eat like that. I'm like, what? You take your eating utensil, you prepare the right food, and you put it in your mouth. It's plain and simple. So anyhow, enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you here again soon. Peace.